How's it going, everyone? This is Childhood DVD Fan here, and there is a lot in front of me. But basically, for this video, guys, this is going to be my entire Drake and Josh collection, not only obviously with their own television show, but what I mean by my entire Drake and Josh collection is anything that Drake Bell and Josh Peck have worked on together. So obviously you have the beginning here with the Amanda Show, where they started out, as you can see from the VHS cover and the DVD cover, and then obviously it would move on to their own television show. So what I mean by my entire Drake and Josh collection is basically everything that I have that both of them have worked on together. So Amanda Show and Drake and Josh here. So let's get started here. All right. So first out, we're going to start with the VHSs here. For the Amanda Show, we're obviously going to work from the left to right. So we're going to go Amanda Show to obviously Drake and Josh. So first up here, we have the Amanda Show Volume 1, Amanda Please. As you can see, we have Josh Peck there and Drake Bell there. The Amanda Show's good. It's very cheesy. From what I've seen, there's the sticker version, not the ink label version. Hang on one second. VHS was getting caught up there, but the Amanda Show, it is what it is. It's not my favorite show of all time or anything like that, but you gotta pay respect to where it all started, because had it not been for the Amanda Show, we probably would have never gotten Drake and Josh together. So that's why I pay respect. And obviously Drake Bell and Josh Peck are working together. You know, they're in something. Obviously, I got to have it because they're one of my all-time favorites here. And I hope you guys enjoyed the blooper reel that I uploaded. Basically, it was every single Drake and Josh unseen blooper that Nickelodeon aired in a half-an-hour segment yesterday that I cut up into all the Drake and Josh bloopers with those bloopers, not the other shows that were included, like iCarly, Victorious, whatever. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. So Amanda Show Volume 1 here. Next up here, we have the Amanda Show Volume 2. They are in this, don't worry. They're just not on the cover. Amanda Bynes is on the cover. The boys are just not in this cover here. So here is Volume 2. Once again, it is the sticker version, not the ink label version. The only Amanda Show thing that I need still is Volume 3 on VHS, but it is next to impossible to find. Although, thankfully, I have it on DVD. But anyways, let's move on to the Amanda Show DVDs with Drake and Josh in them, obviously. Here we have Volume 1, Amanda Please DVD. So there are the episodes, special features. I wrote it so that way I wouldn't have to always flip to the back, although I will for this. Although it gives me a little bit of OCD, but whatever. So yeah, that's Volume 1 on DVD. Next up here, we have Volume 2, which is just like the VHS. Oh my God, I can't talk. VHS version. So there's the inside. And the back here, yeah, it's got some water, stupid sticker residue. I'll have to maybe switch out this case at some point or try to get that fixed. And this is probably one of the harder Amanda Show things to find here, and that's Volume 3 on DVD. Like I said, it's next to impossible to find on the VHS, but I was extremely fortunate to find this on DVD. Like, I've made a video before. I have no idea why this volume is so hard to find, but it is. I don't know what the reason is, but it is so hard to find. So I'm just lucky I was able to get this when I did. Moving on to the Amazon released Amanda Show things. Now, the Amanda Show did have a best of season 1, which obviously Drake Bell is in, but Josh Peck, however, did not come on the Amanda Show until season 2, so that's why I did not include that DVD in this video. So here we have the best of the Amanda Show. You got Drake Bell there playing Tony Pajamas. And on this DVD itself, you have the best of Drake and Josh on the Amanda Show. So, yeah, definitely wanted to get this one. Because if you don't want to get all those DVDs, you know, and VHSs like I have, and you just want to see their best work on the Amanda Show, this is the one DVD I would recommend. Obviously, the best of Drake and Josh together on the Amanda Show. So, yeah, that is the best of the Amanda Show. Moving on to the season sets here, we have the complete second season of the Amanda Show. The only 3-disc Amanda Show set out there. There are all the episodes. It's kind of unfortunate that, you know, obviously Josh Peck wasn't in season 1, and it's not complete, but it is what it is. But yeah, here we have the complete second season, and there is Nancy Sullivan, who played Audrey Parker, Drake's mom, and Josh's stepmother on Drake and Josh. So there's another Drake and Josh cast member. And then the final Amanda Show thing I have here in the collection, as with Drake and Josh together, obviously Drake and Josh, is the complete third season. And once again, Nancy Sullivan, their mother, stepmother. So yeah, this is it. The final one. So, you know, the Amanda Show, not one of my favorites as far as, you know, on the top of my list. I mean, I respect the show for what it did, but there's way better shows out there, but I do have to pay homage to where everything started. But yeah, if you do watch the Amanda Show, I will say it's a very cheesy kind of show. Anyways, moving on to, obviously now, Drake and Josh. So let's get the bootlegs out of the way before I move on to the mainstream releases here. So, we have this VHS here of Drake and Josh, which has 2 episodes. This person recorded 2 episodes. Now, there's all different kinds of things on this VHS. There's like a VMA performance, I think, and Unfabulous and other shows and whatever. But in this, there are 2 VHS episodes that this person recorded, and one of them happens to be my favorite Drake and Josh episode of all time, Foam Finger, and then you have Little Sibling. And here's the tape itself. There was a whole, you know, when I bought this tape, it was cracked here. And so I had to replace the tape itself, and then there was all kinds of troubles with the case and whatever, and I ended up finally just finding an old case from a Thomas VHS I had from years and years ago as a kid. Yeah, so there's the 2 episodes right there. Pretty cool stuff. There was never, obviously, those episodes on VHS mainstream-wise, so you can only get them bootleg style. Next up here, we have Drake and Josh Go Hollywood, the movie. This is DVD-R format. But the thing that is very surprising about this particular DVD is that the movie quality is actually better on this bootleg than it is on the mainstream release. Why that is, I don't know. No, that's not Drake's real autograph. That was me forging, well, something you'll see in a little bit. But, yeah, no, that's my autograph of Drake Bell. Obviously, that's not him himself, because that's something else. Sorry, these cases are very just cheap. So that is Drake and Josh Go Hollywood on DVD, the bootleg version. Then Merry Christmas, Drake and Josh, which, once again, it's better than the mainstream release from Amazon, because this is actually the ripped version from Nickelodeon television. It's actually in widescreen. It would have been HD if it was a Blu-ray, but it's DVD. So yeah, once again, if I want to watch the movies, I actually watch them on the bootlegs and the actual releases, just because the quality is better on these, which is kind of sad. But anyways, and the final Drake and Josh thing here is a bootleg of the complete series. Unfortunately, had I known before I bought this, and I had to buy a custom case to fit all these DVDs in, because they were just in little sleeves. Unfortunately, the quality is just not very good on these. I thought it would be much better quality, but unfortunately they weren't really in that good a quality. But the only thing is, they are the TV versions. Some of them, they have the logo, so it is pretty nostalgic, but unfortunately the quality is just not too hot. So yeah. And it does have the movies on there actually also, but it came with 2 separate ones, so kind of weird. All right, moving on to the mainstream releases here. We have Drake and Josh, the CD. I had been wanting this for over 10 years. I just never got it ever since I saw it in 2nd grade, but I finally got it, cleaned it off a little bit. Haven't sat down to listen to this yet, but I'm pretty sure all the songs that are on the CD were used in the show at some point, presumably in seasons 1 and 2, obviously, because this came out before seasons 3 and 4. So yeah, let's move on to the VHSs here, which both of these are actually very hard VHSs to find. If you're lucky enough to get these, I highly recommend you pick them up unless they're way too much money, although they usually are. The Amanda Show VHSs that you see over there, they actually, surprisingly, are still on Amazon for like less than $10. So if you want those 2 VHSs, I highly recommend you get them if you're a Drake and Josh fan, because they do, obviously are together on the Amanda Show, as you can see from Volume 1. So we have Drake and Josh Suddenly Brothers Volume 1. This has the reshot pilot and Doom Buggy episodes. And, some of the music is edited out. Mine is the ink label version. A lot of people have a white sticker like you saw earlier with the Amanda Show VHSs, but this one is a ink label version, which I have not seen another one since, which is kind of funny. But Drake and Josh here. This VHS actually has become harder to find than Go Hollywood. And the only one on the internet I still see is selling for the same amount as Go Hollywood, $150. So pretty much they're jackasses for asking for so much money for a VHS, but it is pretty hard to find. So yeah, that's Suddenly Brothers. And the last VHS here, Drake and Josh Go Hollywood, the movie. This is, obviously during season 3. So, it's just a movie. It doesn't have any special features or anything like the DVD does. There's the version. I have not seen a sticker version for Go Hollywood. I've only seen an ink label version, so I'd be surprised if there was a sticker version for this. But, yeah, you have Drake and Josh here. I like this movie a lot better than the Merry Christmas, because season 3 was my favorite of all time. But it's, still an amazing VHS. Moving on to the DVDs here. Let's move these over here. So first up here, we have Suddenly Brothers Volume 1 on DVD. Now, obviously, if you want, Suddenly Brothers, but you're not too sure whether they're getting on DVD or VHS, obviously the DVD is the better option. 1, it's cheaper. 2, there's way more content on it. And 3, the quality will be better because VHS is kind of degrade over time, but I'm a collector and obviously I'm a big fanatic of the show, so I have to have them on VHS, but the quality is much better on the DVD. No insert. That might change at some point. It might change at some point because somebody very nice might hook me up with a good deal, but I'm not going to give away anything else. So there's Suddenly Brothers. The only volume, there was supposed to be a Suddenly Family release, Volume 2, but that never ended up coming to fruition for whatever reason. Don't know why that got canceled, but we have Suddenly Brothers Volume 1 here on DVD. So I'm just trying to figure out where to put this because I'm running out of space. There we go. Next up here, Go Hollywood the movie on DVD. On the VHS you only get the movie itself, but here you got 2 bonus episodes, bloopers from the movie, Found a Way music video that Josh directed. So you get some extra content on the DVD. Thankfully this one does have an insert, but there's the DVD. And as far as Suddenly Brothers, you get 2 bonus episodes, First Crush and I think Grammy. No, what was it? Grammy? Two Idiots and a Baby, and First Crush, and then on the Suddenly Brothers, you also get I'm just trying to remember off the top of my head. You get special features and whatever. So because I don't have the DVDs off to the side, Next up here, we have Teen Nick Picks 1. Once again, another Teen Nick Picks 1. There was never a 2 or 3 or anything like that. Kind of weird how Nickelodeon works. I've made videos in the past before explaining the weird history of Drake and Josh on home media, so go check those out if you haven't. And this could be one of the DVDs heading off to you guys, not this particular one, but right now I'm at 104 subs, which means I'm pretty sure I'll stay over 100, but I'm going to wait for 2 or 3 more until I officially announce the giveaway. So yeah, you have Teen Nick Picks 1, which the episode on here, Drake and Josh's Were Married. This was an exclusive to this DVD at one point, but then it became for the best of seasons 3 and 4 as well, which you'll see in a little bit. So yeah, next up here, we have Nickelodeon Kid Choice Winners Collection DVD. This was a Walmart exclusive back in 2007. Drake and Josh episode on here is Who's Got Game, which is still to this day, over 10 years later, the only way you can get the episode Who's Got Game on physical media, non-bootleg. So yeah, this is the reason I had to buy this DVD, because that's the only way you can get that episode, is with this DVD. You know, obviously you can get it with bootleg, but, you know, mainstream release, that's the only way you can get it. All right, next up here, kind of a forgotten set. Some people may not remember this one if they're a Drake and Josh fan, but we have the Nickelodeon double feature. I've always wanted this DVD just for the artwork. The DVDs itself, like I already have them with the other sets, but I wanted the cool artwork here. You have Suddenly Brothers Volume 1 and Go Hollywood. It's just a dope artwork. I got this for $5. Unfortunately, the discs were not in good shape. Now, if you remember from a while back when I, showed you guys how badly this DVD looked, I ended up doing an experiment on this DVD because I wanted to see if I could bring it to life, or if I could at least get the scratches to go away, to, because that drove me crazy. Now, as you can see here, the disc looks pretty good. Well, you can see my face. Well, whatever. Anyways. So, yeah, you can see, it looks pretty good. Unfortunately, it still does not play. I don't know what I did wrong. There is a little ring, as you can see, around the thing. I don't know. Whenever I've tried that JFJ Easy Pro to fix games, I've always screwed up, even when I follow the instructions. So I'm doing something wrong, obviously. I was trying to fix it, but it was a failed experiment. But at least the scratches are not there. So it is what it is. So, yeah. So we got Drake and Josh here, double feature. Getting to the end. Sorry, it's very, very hot. This is my father's old room. There's no air conditioner in here. It's very, very hot in here, so I cannot wait for this video to be done soon. Next up, we have an Amazon exclusive, which is the best of seasons 1 and 2. Here's the back of the DVD. You get Number One Fan as exclusive to this DVD only. The only way that's ever been released home media-wise or mainstream-wise, because you can't get it mainstream-wise. So that's one of the big reasons I wanted the set. So yeah, here are the discs here. Disc 1, Disc 2, and Disc 3. So yeah, cool little Amazon DVD. This is definitely very hard to find now. But it's easier to find than that one, which is very odd, considering that this one has a episode that's exclusive to this DVD that you can't even get on Hulu, YouTube, whatever, Number One Fan. If you can find this for a good price, I suggest you pick it up, but the chances of finding this for a good price are getting slimmer as time goes on. Next up here, we have another 2008 exclusive Amazon DVD, Drake and Josh Best of Seasons 3 and 4. This is the harder one of the two to find, which is very odd because every single episode that you see on the back here you can get digitally. But I think maybe part of the reason why this is harder to find is because the later seasons of Drake and Josh are more popular with fans, I would say. So maybe everybody just got this set because it was so popular, even though they're, all digital, but it's my only theory. So yeah, there's the disc right here, and they included my favorite episode of all time, Foam Fingers, so that is fantastic. So yeah, Drake and Josh, Best of Seasons 3 and 4, Amazon DVD. Very hard DVD to find. I don't even see that DVD on the internet right now. Next up here, the last Amazon exclusive DVD, which is Merry Christmas, Drake and Josh. This one may have possibly been a misprint because I was always intrigued by the Jingle Bells special feature on the back, but when I put in the DVD, it's the same exact DVD as the ones you get now if you order from Amazon, so I think that could have been a glitch in the system, or the seller who I bought it from switched out the DVD, which I would find that hard to believe, but this is the one that, you know, is a clear disc that is much harder to find nowadays, and you know, the ones you have are, you know, purple. This one doesn't have that stupid you know, thing at the bottom with the what the fuck do you call it? I'm sorry for my language. With the barcodes or whatever. So I'm very happy about that. So yeah, there it is, and the final Drake and Josh release. Woohoo! I cannot wait to get out of this hot room. Is the Best of Seasons 1 and 2 re-released 2016 Australian DVD. There was a time earlier this year where this DVD went out of stock, but it's pretty much back on and rolling, and there's tons of copies being sold on the internet. So you can pick this up from Amazon for $25. Now, this is the real Drake Bell autograph. It's not the bootleg one. So yeah, because I met Drake about a year and a half ago, I'm going to say, which is kind of crazy. It feels like I remember meeting him yesterday. But you know, he signed the disc, and he signed this DVD. He also signed another of this DVD, which I've never shown before, but it's in plastic. It's reserved. It's stored away because I had him sign on the plastic itself, but here I had him sign on the cover, which is protected by the DVD cover plastic. And he also signed a poster when I met him. So, yeah, I mean, because at the time, obviously, you know, had I had the Best of Seasons, you know, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, Drake and Josh, I would have, the original version, I would have had him sign that rather than this. But at the time when I met him, I realized, what am I going to have him sign? And it was like 2 or 3 days before the concert. And unfortunately, I was looking at getting, you know, Suddenly Brothers or whatever for him to sign. But at the time, I kind of screwed up, and it wouldn't have shown up until after the concert date. So this was the only thing at the time that would be able to arrive at my house before the concert. Well, the 2 DVDs, of course, because I bought 2 of them. And those were the only things that could have possibly shown up at my house at the time. So they showed up a day before the concert. So that was kind of my screw up for not, you know, looking ahead of time to get something cooler for him to sign. But I'm still very happy he signed this regardless. But I definitely, if we ever, you know, get to a normal world and can have concerts again, and if I ever, you know, go back to another one, I'm definitely bringing the Best of Seasons 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, the original Amazon Best of Seasons 1 and 2, because obviously he's already signed this one, and that's what I'll have him sign. I thought about maybe the VHSs, but I just, you know, I would, it would be harder to reserve those in plastic, you know, because there's no protection with those. So I'm going to go for the DVD next time, you know, if there's ever a next time. So anyways, this has been Childhood DVD Fan. I hope you guys enjoyed this. And here's my nice little collection off to the side here, and the one bootleg there. So anyways, that's my entire Drake and Josh collection of them working together, obviously. So anyways, this has been Childhood DVD Fan. So long, everyone.